So if I don't feel sleepy, how can I sleep? And this is something that a client has been struggling with recently. They're kind of waiting for that sleepy feeling like a bus. They've kind of almost become addicted to that sleepy feeling. So they've started to set themselves a sleep window, and they've noticed that their sleep drive is building, their sleep drive is getting stronger. And then before bedtime, they're constantly on the lookout for that sleepy feeling, and they're kind of like, oh, I hope that sleepy feeling comes tonight at the right time. I hope it comes, and I better not do anything that's going to disrupt that sleepy feeling. And oh my goodness, last night I woke up at half an hour later than my usual wake time, and so does that mean my sleepy feeling is not going to come tonight at the same time? I really need that sleepy feeling to come so that I can sleep. What if I don't get that sleepy feeling? And you can kind of see how this can be a little bit problematic for that person, because insomnia is a lot more than just the physiological pattern of sleep that the brain has taken on, that poor quality sleep drive. It's also the hyperanalysis, the obsession, the worry around sleep as well. So if you've become so preoccupied and so fixated on this sleepy feeling building that you start obsessing about it, worrying about it, demanding that it comes at the right time, demanding that it comes like, you know, a German train when you decide that it should come, thinking that if you just make one false move, like waking up half an hour later or not exercising enough during the daytime to help that sleep drive build, it's going to suddenly vanish like it's this really fragile Fabergé egg that if you kind of have to wrap up in cotton wool and protect and look after, then the other side of insomnia, the obsession, the control, the worry, is going to become so big that that sleep drive will get dampened down from that. So yeah, what I'd say is you do want that sleepy feeling, you do want that drive to sleep, but your sleep drive isn't this really fragile thing. Once you've put the behavioural changes in place to rebuild your pattern of sleep, like reducing the amount of time you spend in bed, setting yourself a fixed wake time, once you've got them in place, and that can literally happen within 2 or 3 weeks, you've kind of got them, they're there, they're not going anywhere, you're not going to break them unless you do something really extreme, like go back to your old habits and behaviours where you're spending 14-15 hours in bed. Unless you do something really extreme, once you've got that pattern of sleep built, once it's in place, it's not going anywhere. Then it's just really about stepping back and letting go, just being okay with that sleep drive coming whenever it wants to come. No one sits at the dinner table with their knife and fork in hand going, oh, this is really odd, I don't feel hungry right now. I should feel hungry right now. It's 1 p.m. and I had my breakfast at my usual time of 7 a.m. Why aren't I hungry? I should be hungry. This is really odd. Nobody does that, and I think kind of that's how you need to approach the sleep drive as well. The sleep drive will come, but it won't come when you decide it to come, and it's not going to come through analysis, it's not going to come through obsessing and worrying about it. If it comes later than normal, that's a natural physiological process. It is what it is. There's nothing you've done that caused that to happen. I suppose it's just that general awareness of sleep is about letting go. It is about detaching. Good sleepers aren't there thinking and worrying about what their sleep drive is up to. They just feel sleepy, they go to bed. They don't even know the term and the word sleep drive. So have a think whether you've fallen into that mind trap. If you have, see if you can step back, see if you can detach, see if you can kind of, next time it starts to creep into your brain, think to yourself, yeah, it's ridiculous to sit at the dinner table with knife and fork worrying about when you feel hungry. It's ridiculous to think, why don't I feel thirsty? It's also ridiculous to think and overanalyze why you're not feeling sleepy. Sleep drive will come, but it's up to the sleep drive. It's, you know, like your heartbeat, like your blood pressure, it's outside of your control, and that real acceptance and understanding will help that bring down the over-analysing of that of your sleep drive. All right, sleepze.com, and I'll see you on the next video.